action. Hey everybody, welcome to Liberty Libations. I'm Zach Varnell, filling in for Jake this week because he's on vacation. And I'm joined as always by Nick Ciesielski, Alden, Hardee. What's going on, guys?
Beer.
We're free of the Canadian smoke, so
nice.
I got a
what kind of beer are you drinking?
Dragon's Milk Reserve. It's like a chocolate coffee bourbon barrel, just kind of like kitchen sink stout. It's pretty good though.
I like Dragon's Milk. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's way more exciting than your attitude gave it credit for. Like if you're just like, beer.
I mean, it's all right.
It should be a like Bud Light at that point.
I mean, of like stouts you can get at a grocery store, like it's pretty good. I got it at Publix, so it's not like the world's greatest beer, but it's good. It's fine. It's serviceable.
All right. What about you, Nick? You got anything going on?
I ran out and grabbed a bottle of Larceny bourbon.
Nice.
So.
I like Larceny.
If it's aged longer, do they call it Grand Larceny or?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't look to see if there was that, but I would hope they would come out with something like that.
Yeah. Well, I've got a
White Claw.
blood orange White Claw. Yeah. Nice. Last week I actually had a Colt 45 and then nobody was on to even like appreciate it. So I don't even think I mentioned it.
We should.
That's so funny.
We should have a shit stream sometime where we just play Edward 40 hands.
I thought you were gonna say that.
That would make it hard to produce the show.
It would make it hard to do much of anything. But I'm down for that.
All right. Well, let's get into the stories. And this first one we really should have Zane here for because
should we mix up the order then?
Nah, it'll be fine. We'll just be a couple old people grumbling about what the kids are up to these days, and Gen Z Zane can't be here to ruin it for us. But so I saw. Here we go. The kids are Nixonmaxxing.
What?
So this is from the Wall Street Journal. What's going on with my screen? Whatever, I'll fix it later. Nope. Better. The kids are Nixonmaxxing. More than a half century after Watergate, conservative youth are discovering the aesthetic and dropping the attitude of the late Richard Nixon. All right.
Really?
I mean, this is kind of the first I'm hearing about it, but I mean, there have been people who are like kind of copying Roger Stone. I've seen that before, so maybe this is. I mean, they say a logical conclusion.
Fashion, comes back in style every so often. Maybe it's Nixon time now.
Yeah.
Well, you have to consider he ended up resigning over Watergate, which his part in that was just basically having the knowledge that it happened. And then there's the whole conspiracy surrounding it where you've got, like a prostitution ring and, it kind of made the setup like they made sure that, didn't he also have the the Oval Office recorded, like everything he said recorded? And that's where everything came out, I think, is that he decided everything I say needs to be recorded for all of history. And so
he set that up, and then
I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened there. And so, that of course came out that he knew of it, but from my knowledge of it, he didn't order it. He wasn't involved. He just knew of it, and that was enough to, bring up impeachment, the threat of impeachment, and then him deciding I'm going to cut my losses and go. And so compared to today's political climate, I mean, it feels like things have accelerated from there, right? I mean, we had the whole
sure.
Clinton thing in the 90s where you know, you're banging an intern in the Oval Office, and then it gets to, you know, you've got like a puppet in there under Biden. You've got all the, you know, legal stuff that they've thrown at Trump and everything else. It's like, I don't know, that knowing of a crime seems to be a little bit innocent these days, a little bit like not too noteworthy. So maybe it's about the time where people are looking back and going to some fondness there. And I don't know, like when you're talking about it, yeah, you've got Roger Stone, who's been a giant proponent of Nixon, who's been around and, you know, a bit influential, although quiet fairly lately. But, you know, he's apparently got a whole Nixon tattoo on his back. And then you like a whole back tattoo of Nixon.
Like a giant one. Yeah. I think I'm trying a picture of it.
I have a Nixon tattoo. It's right on my butthole. Yeah.
And then the only other like pop culture reference to Nixon I can think of is Futurama.
Yeah.
Where they had Nixon's head in the jar, just
preserved. Yeah, like that's wild.
It's a big tattoo of another man's face.
But then you'll never see it. Only other people will see it. So you're actually, it's almost more like a prank where like you're making other people look at it, but you're free of it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems maybe it's one of those things where it's okay to look at Nixon again and, you know, and appreciate from their perspective things that he did, or I guess in general, the aesthetic. Can you pull up the article and see what they're actually doing?
Yeah, we got a video to watch.
Yeah.
But I mean, we have people like appreciating Hitler more these days. Like, so I guess, you know, Nixon's a step down from that anyway. But here's Cuomo and someone who kind of looks like Kelly Clarkson to explain it to us. If it'll play.
I don't think the comparison.
Oopsie.
You clicked right as it started going.
Yeah, I refreshed right at the wrong time.
You gotta wait for News Nation now to reload.
I don't think the comparison between what President Trump went through and what Richard Nixon went through 50 years ago is that helpful. I think what President Trump went through was actually much worse. He was attacked by the deep state. You had FBI agents during the 2016 election writing back and forth to each other about how they were going to make sure that.
Wait, so before we watch this, is this even about Nixonmaxxing?
They should be
what
presidents.
Are you talking?
I have no idea.
I'm not
no,
going to get
this
elected.
isn't.
No, perfect.
So it's just one of those things where they throw in a recent video somewhat on the topic.
All right. So the text here, I guess, is what we need to get into.
Okay.
So what? Okay, a nonprofit founded by Nixon, who went down in history for the Watergate scandal, is attempting to turn him into an internet star, and it's working. The Richard Nixon Foundation. Oh yeah, they have like a good Twitter presence, I think. So probably people are just like impressed with this, you know, Twitter presence, and it's kind of snowballed from there. But they're posting edits about him, and
if you can paint someone in a positive light, and you know, and you're looking back at the past and going, hey, this guy got a raw deal here. You know, I think that's a pretty easy way to get the internet population, the kids on your side.
Well, let's see the videos.
Self-made man, the Abe Lincoln of California, who was vice president of the United States 6 years after getting out of the Navy. Kennedy, I see a silver spoon. I see myself.
Out in the six, I'm a national treasure. That bad me gonna bad me forever. R.B. Kobe, but that's probably why
yeah, we probably want to not have
so they're just posting edits of, you know, I don't know. I mean, this is the same thing that like wasn't what's that guy's name? Freaking like the Groyper guy.
In the Los Angeles mayor race, or
no, the like leader of the Groypers. What's his name?
Oh, Fuentes.
Yeah, Fuentes was on that. Well, I don't know how I remembered that, but not the name Nick Fuentes. But he was on with like Piers Morgan being like, yeah, we love Hitler edits. That's why we think he's cool. So I think it's the same thing here. It's just, you know, almost anybody can look cool set to rap music and quick cuts.
And with a Mad Men intro.
Yeah.
I mean, you look back in history, you can kind of see some parallels there. I mean, it's pretty clear, I think, from looking at the historical evidence that like the 1960 election, the JFK election, was that Nixon ran against JFK was basically rigged, I think, in Texas. To give it Nixon.
Wasn't it like famously rigged in Illinois too? Like the Chicago mob or something was even involved.
Yeah, it was rigged, and I think it's pretty clear it was rigged, or there's some strong support for it. And Nixon kind of took it at the time, just like instead of dealing with the impeachment, he just kind of went, "All right, I'm out," and just hopped on the helicopter and left.
Yeah. I think, okay, this is completely beside the point, but I think you brought this up on like an old show, Alden, and this is like, speaking of recording everything from the Oval Office, this is LBJ ordering pants.
Oh, I've heard this, yeah. I probably did.
Is your father the one that makes clothes?
Yes, sir. We're all together.
Y'all made me some real lightweight slacks. He just made up on his own, sent to me 3 or 4 months ago. It's a kind of a light brown and a light green, rather soft green and soft brown. Now I need about 6 pairs for summer wear. I need about 6 pairs to wear around in the evening when I come in from work. And I can send you a pair. I want them a ½ inch larger in the waist than they were before, except I want 2 or 3 inches of stuff left back in there so I can take them up. I vary 10 to 15 pounds a month. So leave me at least 2.5 to 3 inches in the back where I can let them out or take them up, and make these a ½ inch bigger in the waist. Make the pockets at least 1 inch longer. My money and my knife and everything fall out. Wait just a minute. Hello. Now, another thing, the crotch down where your nuts hang is always a little too tight. So when you make them up, give me 1 inch that I can let out there, because they cut me. They're just like riding a wire fence. These are the best that I've had anywhere in the United States. But when I gain a little weight, they cut me under there. So leave me, you never do have much margin there. But see if you can't leave me about 1 inch from where the zipper ends, around under my back of my bunghole.
All right, then.
Like
so I can let it out there if I need to.
Oh my God.
Now be sure you got the best zippers in them. These are good that I have, and if you get those to me, I would sure be grateful.
Where would you like to send, please?
White House. I just sure will appreciate this. I need it more than anything. And now, you give this boy the address, because I'm running for a funeral, and give him address just how to dress these trousers. So we'll send them to you. And don't you get the measurements out of them and add a ½ inch to
what funerals are you going to? JFK?
Give us 1 inch to the pocket.
I don't know. But
Ordering pants while someone's in the hearse here, like,
and that's a real phone call.
I know, yeah.
I can't tell that did the guy he was talking to know he was talking to the president?
I would think
like,
so.
Where do you want to send to?
The White House, like.
Yeah, but it seemed like he was like, it didn't seem like he was like, oh, okay, Mr. President. It was like, all right, what do you want?
Room for your fat butt and your nuts, and so you're not getting cut in your junk. Goodbye, Mr. President.
And his knife is falling out because, like, the president carried a knife around. Like,
do they not have clips on knives back then? Is that like a modern thing? Like,
maybe.
That's funny.
I don't know.
Because if you just like throw a knife in your pocket, like when I was like a kid, I didn't have like a clip. Kind of just had like the old like folding little buck or whatever, and I would just lose it all the time. Just in a car seat somewhere or in the couch cushions or whatever. But clips.
Yeah.
I'm wearing pajamas and I've got a knife in my pajama pocket. Like I just always have it.
Do you have enough room for your nuts?
In my pajamas, yeah, they're pretty stretchy. Yeah,
that's good.
I think the real question is, how boomer is it? I need slacks for when I get home from work.
Yeah,
motherfucker, I wear jeans to work, and then I get home and I throw shorts or sweatpants on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wear as little as possible all the time.
Zane brought up that the Nixonmaxxing reminded him of this, like gentle minions meme that went on. So do you guys remember this at all?
No, you guys are on the internet way more than me.
I did not catch this, or I don't remember it if I did.
So this was when Minions: The Rise of Gru came out, and I don't know why we're looking at a article about it. Let's just go to YouTube and see it. Beep. Hold on. Well, I don't want to ask YouTube AI. I just want to search for something. All right, let's see this.
AI help now? I don't even know.
Something you've never seen. Teens dressed to the nines just to go to the movies. Yep, these high schoolers are getting dressed in their Sunday best to see Minions: The Rise of Gru, the latest installment in the Despicable Me franchise, which took in $125 million, an Independence Day weekend record. The movie's success is partly due to this trend dubbed Gentle Minions. Teens dressed up to show their love for the animated film series they grew up with. Some kids even accessorize their formal wear with bananas, Minions' favorite food. Minions distributor Universal Pictures is taking notice, tweeting, "To everyone showing up to Minions in suits, we see you and we love you." But not everyone is thrilled.
People were throwing bananas.
Cops were called.
All right.
What the fuck are we watching right now?
They were throwing bananas at people for just wearing suits, or the people throwing?
No, I would
suits for throwing
imagine
bananas.
the kids with the bananas were throwing them when they got bored of holding bananas and they got
Yeah.
rowdy.
I mean, it's teenagers at a movie theater.
Yeah,
There's going to be some shenanigans.
Yeah,
That is
bananigans.
true.
Did you just say bananigans?
No, I wish I would have, though.
Oh.
He should have. He should have.
My mind made it bananigans.
Yeah. All right. Well, Nixonmaxxing, gentle minions.
Two things I've literally. Could have given me a million guesses and I wouldn't have even told you they were real things. But
Maybe the suit is just coming back into style. I mean, it's kind of been out and it's kind of been a part of, I'd say, Western tradition for quite some time, and I guess maybe we're starting to see it again. I mean, don't expect to wear a suit going into the office. I guess I'm not going to do that, but also I kind of work in a place where I can get dirty, so not always. A lot of time I'm in my office, but
Well, then you just wear a suit and you throw the tie over the shoulder.
like a toga, I'm gonna bring like the kilt. I think the kilt needs to come back.
the kilt.
Yeah, I would wear a
just
kilt.
just go to a libertarian convention. You'll see plenty and go, no, this doesn't need to be there.
Are there kilts at libertarian conventions?
Yes.
Oh,
And it's not even like the classy way people do it, where you're kind of wearing like the suit top and it's just the kilt thing.
right.
It's like the fat slobs wearing a kilt with just like a ratty t-shirt,
Oh,
and it just looks terrible. And it's like, okay, you just were looking for a reason not to wear pants this morning. I see.
I mean, yeah, men's skirt.
Some people
Breezy,
might
though,
dress it up, but there's a lot of people who just throw a kilt on and a t-shirt because it's a libertarian convention, and it's like, I think we discussed that in the breakdown after the national convention. But yeah, if you're gonna wear it like classy, or don't wear it.
I
at
heard you
all.
guys talking about like what like Star Child was wearing or what he wasn't wearing or whatever, but I didn't hear about kilts. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the next story Jake has lined up for us here. Let me remember to change the graphic, which I always forget. Boom. Trickle down stupidity.
Loud, sorry.
That was very loud. How dare
I
you.
was throwing my beer top in the can, but apparently I just emptied the trash, so there's nothing in there, so it was like extra loud.
So this is from the Daily Wire or the Israeli Wire, whatever. Insufferable lib podcaster calls homeschooling a fundamental crazy Christian problem. So I don't even know who is Jennifer Welsh.
I have no idea.
No idea.
Did she make juice?
Perhaps.
No, that's Welch. Welch's.
I guess let's listen to her.
Me off about this the most is how
No, I hate this crap.
It's like once you get one.
No, there literally
back
are
to mute.
2 mute buttons on here.
And what pisses me off about this the most is how many parents project a script onto their kids. I'm a dumbass, so therefore I'm going to make sure you're a dumbass. I'm a fucking idiot. I made D's, as our caller said, Ellie. She, the dumbest people she knew in college were homeschooling their kids. And so this is trickle down stupidity. This is MAGA on steroids. This is MAHA. This is trad wife. This is unvaxxed and unjacked and all that shit. This is the worst. And this shit is America has a crazy Christian problem. We have a fundamental crazy Christian problem. And what pisses me off about this the most.
All right. What is unjacked?
I was going to ask you guys that.
I have no idea.
Yeah. What is it just
better
if you're skinny? Because if you're jacked, you're big. Which I doubt that's right, but I have no idea.
I have no idea.
What's Christian?
I would not be surprised. You feel like I feel like every time I hear a religious conversation on this show, surprisingly nothing.
Oh no, I know
the most basic things. You're like, I've never heard that before in my life.
No, I don't know. I've never read the Bible. I don't know. I just Moses and the bush and the sea or something. I don't know, like parting his bush or something. I don't know.
I'm getting nothing for unjacked.
She's making shit up, dude. That's not a real thing.
Yeah,
that's about as real as Moses parting his bush,
Yeah. How did she spell it though? Hold on, let me just make. Well, I mean is that
auto captioned though? Because like
the captions aren't always right. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows?
I mean, I heard her say unjacked. I'm like, so
is that when you don't masturbate? Unjacked, like
maybe it means like maybe it means like turning off the internet.
That was my. If I had a real guess, it would be
a real guess.
Plugging, but
unjacked.
Yeah, so weird. Then like,
I guarantee you raise kids without internet and TV, they're gonna probably end up being smarter than the average public school kid.
I would love to see the numbers on that. Like,
yeah,
actually, we have
claiming the dumbest people were homeschooled, and yet, we have kids graduating the public schools, especially in the inner cities, who are functionally illiterate.
Yeah, they just keep moving them through.
Yeah, they just keep pushing it on because it's not my problem. We've got to meet these standards. We just got to push it on and push it on.
Didn't they just change the whole grading structure again so that like the range of like what is an F is now like 0 to 25 or something?
There was like a proposal or somewhere was doing something like that where it's no longer like 90 to 100,
right?
Or 92 to 100 is an A, and
it's 92. I didn't know that.
Some places.
Oh,
yeah, it was at my high school. It was 92.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but there's been schools, and I think like elementary schools, you couldn't give below a 60. I don't know if that's still the thing, but when my mom was a teacher,
give you a 59. Like it's just you.
Yeah, you cannot do the assignment and you get a 60.
See, like what does that teach a kid? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's just a different scale, though. It's like, credit rating doesn't start at 0, but you have 183. You still know that's really bad. I don't know if that's.
You can't go below 183.
I have no idea. I made that number up, but.
Oh, okay.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Credit rating scale.
You can have a 0 if you have absolutely no credit
history.
Don't
have credit, yeah.
Yeah. What is the scale? Come on, people. Credit rating. I don't know, but it is something crazy.
60,
Yeah. It is something that sounds like completely arbitrary, though, like 650 to 850.
I know they make these
somewhere
numbers.
In there.
Yeah. Why?
It's like NFL passer ratings. 137.5 is a perfect.
Yeah, that's always confused me. I was like, what is it? It's a perfect number, and you're like, it was what is it, 125 or 35? Like, why is that?
I thought it was like 137.5 or something.
Yeah. I'm like, that makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah. Cheddar Cheese says in his high school there was just A, B, and C, so no more F, and I guess no more D. I don't know.
We didn't have E, so it was like A, B, C, D, F, and that was always weird to me anyway. But
yeah, nobody's ever had E's.
Right, but like why? Yeah. I don't know. That's just like it's like the 13th floor of grades where we're just like, we'll just skip that one. It's unlucky.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked. E does not sound as bad as F. F, you're like, oh crap, I flunked.
Because you can go with fail. F being failure. You could just A, B, C, D doesn't really stand for anything, but F is just like fail because over 50% of the range there is F, right?
Yeah,
theoretically in most of it. When you talk about like college level classes, it could be all over the place because we curved hard sometimes.
Yeah. I guess we're curving hard the other way now. If you're just giving everyone that turned in a paper with no questions answered a 60, that's quite a curve actually. Like from the bottom. It's interesting.
Well, especially during COVID when they did online school. Like I heard from so many teachers that like the kids would just like not show up or turn on their camera and go do something in their room.
They're just playing Fortnite or whatever. Like
literally be playing like Minecraft or Fortnite. And it's like, all right, well, you still passed 3rd grade. Congrats. You didn't do anything all year.
You just Robloxed your way through 3rd grade. Good job, kid.
Yeah.
But like, why are we defending this school system, our public school system, and why is homeschooling so bad? Like, just to circle back to this, like I feel like it's so clear that there's so many flaws with the public school system. Like but there's champions for it out there, and that anyone that veers from it gets, pushed back or whatever.
Yeah, the champions are largely the teacher unions, which are paid for through your tax dollars and then go and donate to politicians who then empower the unions to continue to fail students through just pushing them on and just letting things slide. And it's a whole messed up system that needs to go away.
It's not entirely like right or Christian or conservative or whatever, and they're making it out to be like it's this thing, and they're like associating it with or like the connotation with that, so that it gets like lumped into the same thing as like it's like drugs are bad. Okay, like it's just like, oh, Trump people that vote for Trump also homeschool, so it's bad or whatever. Like, and I know a lot of people that have homeschooled for like very different reasons than that, just because school sucks. Like, and public school is just unreliable, and depending on where you live, you might have access to a decent enough, relatively speaking, if we're grading public schools on a curve, like relative to the other options there, you might have a decent one, but like a lot of people don't. They have shitty among public schools is real shitty. Like, and they want another option, and they just want to like make sure their kid is getting, and I think there's a lot of things that you can do too, to like, you don't have to come up with every single thing on your own. You're just the administrator of the material. They have textbooks that have the math problems there. Like, they have the instruction. You don't have to be a master in all subjects in order to kind of homeschool,
and they have
especially
homeschool
to
groups.
a certain grade. Like, exactly. They have groups where people will come in and like one person will kind of specialize in one area and whatever. And I don't know, man. I just feel like to demonize it's weird.
A lot of that is a lot of stereotypes, right? So pre-COVID, and maybe a little bit further back than pre-COVID, I think the homeschool stereotype was like, oh, I don't want my kids learning about evolution, so we're homeschooling and teaching, biblically based science or something like that, right? But I think COVID and just the continued decline of the public schools, and seeing that things don't get better whenever you're just throwing money, you're just throwing money at it, and then all of a sudden COVID hit, and parents got an idea of what actually goes on in the public schools, and they lock the kids out anyway, and because teachers wanted to their vacation, so they didn't have to come in and do their jobs. And I think a lot of parents saw that and said, all right, we're going to do something different because this is obviously a shitty system.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like almost every reason people mention for homeschooling, even if it's a smear, like it does exist. Like there have been people who are like, yeah, I just don't want my kid learning about evolution, or I don't trust it, whatever. That exists. And I've met people that have had that. And then, but then there's also the people you'll meet who is like, oh, this is the smartest kid I've ever met in my life. And is like super polite and well adjusted and better at everything they do than I am as an adult. And they're homeschooled. And then like she's mentioning like all these groups just as like boogeymen, where it's like, oh, this is MAGA on steroids. And then she mentions Maha, which like before this last election, they were not at all aligned or the same.
Like
group.
Homeschooling happened in the last 4 years or something. Like, this is exactly, that's a good point.
But it wasn't even until it wasn't even until late in the election, like it was like what, September or something, when RFK officially like teamed up with Trump, or August. And so that's whenever the word Maha really came out, because they tied it in with MAGA and just switched the letter up and aligned the two that way. So, and they're still not even completely aligned, right? Because the Maha crew got on board as a coalition with Trump to get RFK through, because that's what their big issue was fixing something in the trying to fix the health system as it is. And then I think a lot of those guys have been disaffected by a lot of the other actions of the administration outside of that. So that those concepts aren't even completely aligned.
And then she mentions this is trad wife. So it's like,
what's that mean?
Okay. Well, I guess just like, a woman who wants to stay at home and raise children and cook and clean and take care, be home CEO, rather than going and, doing spreadsheets in an office somewhere and getting paid and having somebody else raise their kids. So it's like, what is the problem if somebody's like, yeah, I want to be a trad wife, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. But it's like, I want to stay at home. I want to raise my kids. And when it comes time, I even want to do homeschool. Like, I don't understand why that pisses somebody off.
That's
like
kind of wild. Yeah. I work from home, so I'm going to be probably trad husband over here if we have kids.
Because it's because the public school system is the indoctrination system of the left wing in America, right? That's where they start getting left wing identity, left wing concepts in your head. All the teachers, all the public school, all the government school teachers are in the union. I mean, not all of them are this way, but a whole lot of them are going to push their political beliefs in one way or the other, subtly or not, or we're going to focus on this cultural concept that's left wing, or that cultural concept that's left wing, and teach you that men can be women and stuff like that, and just teach it like fact, and you just eat it up and you just accept that as the world.
Do you think it's more like in classrooms today versus like when we were in grade school or whatever? Like, because I definitely got a sense of some of my teachers, like where they kind of leaned, but some of them were kind of trying to like be professional and kind of like leave that out of the classroom environment or whatever. But
I had a pretty good idea where, at least I'm thinking history teachers, I know where they generally leaned.
It leaks out
even explicitly in certain subjects, like math teacher, and I went to a private school, so who knows? But my math teacher, stuff like that. No, I have no idea. I mean, I could theoretically try to make assumptions, but I could, there was no indicators in like math or something.
They weren't trying to turn you trans or something.
No.
Okay, that's usually a dead giveaway.
Well, that was also like an after my time thing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm kind of saying is I feel like stuff is like ramped up since I've been in school, so I wonder if it's like more of a issue now, like with maybe even math teachers these days. I don't know. You could tell with certain, like I had an environmental science class. I kind of knew where he aligned, like it was, but the nature of that class was very different than like, I don't know, trigonometry or whatever. Like,
yeah. Brian here says, in the 90s, my teachers, no. My wife's teachers, yes. So I don't know. Does he mean by that his in the 90s when he was a student, but then his wife is
16 years old. And so she has a very different experience.
Is this guy a Muslim, or is he mean like his wife's coworkers?
I'm not.
Because I can understand if it's like, yeah, my sister-in-law, I can tell she is liberal and she's a teacher, but I don't know that she brings that to work. And if I was one of her students, I wouldn't know. But if I'm one of her like friends or like something like that, I see it as another
one
adult.
thing to have a guess about a person. We're people. We're gonna, we're not robots. Like, but it's another thing to inject it into lecture. Like that's where it crosses a line or whatever. You can have like, even if it sometimes, I would even just strike up conversations with my teachers, like after class, and just kind of get into a conversation about a thing. And I'm like, I'm not trying to say like they shouldn't talk about anything or whatever, but it's one thing if you make it a point in lecture to like try to coerce someone into a certain way of thinking politically instead of like if you're a teacher, you're supposed to be, in my understanding of this, presenting almost like the news was once thought of, at least, or trying to look like they were presenting, both sides of a thing and just be like, hey, here's what's going on, instead of, and now we've got the world of like, that's not even, that's
I would say that both sides of the thing, like if you're clear about your stance on it and why your position is what it is, and then give a good faith, like steelman argument to the other side, one that's showing, your critical thinking, but then also kind of teaching that critical thinking to students, it would be a vast improvement over just presenting boring facts.
I like the idea of just like, of teaching critical thinking in general, but I don't want to have it be weighted to just one side or something. But
so Ryan clarified he went to school in Rhode Island, and Rhode Island and Providence Plantation. I don't remember if that's plural. She went to school in the Boston area, so I guess just like
a regional difference,
regional thing. And then Brad brings up the good point that Alden was trying to bang his math teacher, and Alden was presenting both sides of his thing to his math teacher.
Not my math teacher, I'll tell you that. Actually,
I thought Zane said Brad had to. I thought Zane said Brad had another show after his. That's why he couldn't get on from Brad's. But anyway,
there might have been some interest with certain teachers, but it wasn't my math teacher, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. All right. Well, just to finish up, what this lady was talking about, she said this is unvaxxed and unjacked. We don't know what unjacked means still, but unvaxxed, I feel like when I first heard about that was like a crunchy California hippie thing.
Yep.
Like it was definitely a left-wing thing. Yep. And like, I will concede, I think it is now more of a right-wing thing. And I hear about it from like people who live in I don't know. I don't want to like smear anybody, because I think like even like Steven on the show will bring up that, maybe he doesn't vaccinate or is against them. So, and he's definitely one of the most normal people and raises a normal family. I think they do homeschool.
COVID vaccines or whatever, and like
and I don't think he's left or right necessarily. I guess he's somewhat more right, but
I watched it switch in my lifetime from being like more hippie liberal crunchy granola kind of a thing to the concept of it is now gone to the other side over the same issues we're having.
I mean, COVID was the triggering factor in that. Maybe it was starting to float a little bit.
Oh, it was floating way before that. It
was starting, but like it was really COVID that like really drove that.
I think it hammered it in, to more people.
Because they just said anyone who doesn't do this is a Nazi and Trump voter and this and that, and just like forced anyone who may have aligned over them. They acted so insane and so so far out there over this of just demonizing people that they forced everyone who just said, okay, I don't think I align with you in anything anymore. Maybe like things here and there, maybe you'll still catch some of those people. Like you catch like Jimmy Dore, who still talks, a great game, except for when he's saying, well, universal health care, and then goes back to railing about everything the government does wrong. And it's like, come on, man, just get the economics.
He's probably just like almost there with it or whatever. But Jimmy Dore, though, overall, pretty cool guy. I've like heard him talk pretty well about most topics. And COVID was one of them. He was unrelenting. He was one of the ones that was still out there, like making jokes about it or whatever through the whole time. So I mostly respect him quite a bit.
Remember that week during COVID, or a couple of weeks, where it's like people would treat you like you were a bad person if you got it. It's like
If
you got sick.
shot?
Yeah, if you got COVID.
Oh, if you got
like,
it. If
you got sick, so you must be a
Yeah.
jerk who broke
Or you had
quarantine.
to tried to make
come
you
to
justify
find
it
out.
like, oh, you must have gone out and broke a rule somewhere.
You must have sucked 30 dicks at a party last night. That's how you got it. And you're like,
Well,
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
yeah.
Meanwhile, I was
Under
like,
normal.
I was like living as normal as possible, going to the gym, doing this, doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, in Georgia, everything was open by the time I moved to Georgia. I mean, the restaurants were open. Like,
I mean, things are never really closed.
Yeah, Georgia.
it was like,
Florida
I mean,
and
like
Georgia.
it was like for that month or something, right? Like March.
I mean,
to,
but even
like,
that was
May
just like a strong suggestion. I feel
think,
like
yeah.
I was still going out and picking up food and
In
like
the South?
doing 80 on the highways and
like
stuff.
like
It
the
was
like
great.
the gyms were closed in Texas when I left Texas, and I got to Georgia and went back to the gym because it was open.
I think in the South, 2
So-
weeks actually was 2 weeks, and then everywhere else, 2 weeks was 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So I was
kind of crazy. Do you think people
I
were
just saw-
assuming? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. I just saw Zane joined, although there he is. His video
okay,
wasn't
yeah.
showing up, so I wasn't sure if I could add him, but I'm going to add Zane.
Hey.
Welcome.
What's up, Zane?
there he is
Fresh off his appearance on the propaganda report.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
go check it out. Great
talking about his.
I'll go check
talking
it out right
about his, talking about his run for Mudlord of Fulton County.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, my box of signs came in. I now have 100 signs.
Are you gonna
Oh,
drop
yeah.
them from a plane all over the state?
Well, I'm not asking for donations, but if people do live in Fulton County and want to help me put the signs up, you can go to voteplacie.com and there's a way to get in touch with me there.
If you mail me one, I'll put one on my street.
It's
You
not
don't
going
live
to
in
help
Fulton
you up
County.
there.
Yeah.
But I'll still.
Get all those
You
Ringgold
barely live
letters.
in Georgia, Alden.
I barely. Yeah, it's true. I'm literally, I think, 1 mile from the Tennessee border here. Like,
Ringgold is the most Georgia, in my opinion.
it's pretty Georgia, though. Yeah,
It's pretty Georgia, but like it's also basically Tennessee.
geographically, though, if you're talking about voting districts, barely. Yeah. Do you think people assumed at a time like that if you got sick, you were not vaxxed at the time? Like, even though later we found out like that
But there wasn't even a vaccine yet at that point when people were like,
Yeah.
screw you
Oh,
for
you're talking
getting
about
it.
even before? Okay, yeah,
Yeah. How dare you get sick, you bad person.
yeah.
Like,
Scourge of the earth. Yeah.
real
Well-
quick, I don't think Brad would mind me sharing. He texted me not to rain down abuse on Zane for being late. He subjected him to needless rants and retarded videos. And let me show you the screenshot of the retarded video real quick.
Is it people throwing bananas at a Minions
Oops.
movie?
No. Did you watch that one, Zane?
Yeah, this is why I'm late.
Okay.
Nice.
And then he also
Down the
says
rabbit
Zane killed it, which I'm gonna catch it later, but I
Yeah.
have no doubt you did. Yeah.
Well, it's amazing. What I learned from that appearance was how well this show has taught me to talk for a long time about nothing. Because, I mean, I've done some research on this position, but I haven't done a lot, and I don't have that much information about what soil and water conservation districts do. And so
I mean, you can't
I
show
was
up
kind of
unresearched to
concerned-
talk to Brad. He'll call you a faggot at least. So.
Well, there's that. But it's like, maybe I'm just, there is some amount of preparation that you have just by being involved in politics for a while and reading about politics and economics and policy and all that. So I think I'm in a good position to be able to talk generally about why, I'm in a good position to be very suspicious of the current supervisors and talk about why they're probably up to no good, even though I don't have a lot of actual material about here's the concrete things that they're actually doing that are bad.
You're thinking like a true politician. Don't bring concrete evidence.
Well, I mean, when you're talking about a position like that nobody really knows,
Yeah.
really all you need to do is come up with one or two policies that would be good and are within the scope of that job, and just kind of hammer on those. You don't need to be very general in it, overall general in it. Just I'm running on this policy and that policy.
I think if you somehow said that you would get rid of data centers or turn off their water, even if you can't do that, you would win. I don't know.
Just tell them you're going to turn off the water to the flock cameras.
The topic of fluoride in the water did come up, which sadly is not under the remit of this position. But I did, as my first campaign promise that when elected, I will lobby on behalf of removing the fluoride from the water.
Yeah, that would be under the Public Utility Commission, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm almost
I got a question about it.
You would be on that side of that, Zane.
I have a water filter in my house. I drink pure, unadulterated water.
You have a reverse osmosis filter?
It's like a Berkey filter.
Is it enough to take fluoride out?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was going to say, because that requires a pretty good filter.
I've been under the impression that I have not been consuming fluoride.
No, your pineal gland is calcified as fuck, my man. I'm sorry.
Dang.
Well, is it that the Mudlord controls some purse strings? Like you can dole out grants and things like that?
So it's not that I would have any direct authority over giving out grant money, but it's more of a facilitation of grant money. Kind of like you're the one that shepherds the grant money, and you have some level of like cred. So like one thing I did find on these guys is a short document where they list out all their goals. It was from last year, but one of their goals, actually several of their goals, all pertain to kind of promoting green infrastructure, working with various different agencies to find the funding for that infrastructure, which I'm sure is mostly taxpayer money, and then engaging in education to make sure that the general population is on board with all of the green infrastructure projects that they want. So we're really like electing members of a conservation society.
Yeah. Well, let's just imagine that you won, and then next time around, like Brian Allen won. So you have two libertarians on there. Could you our priorities are going to be educating people about fluoride in the water?
I see no reason why not, except that it's a 5-person board and we would still only have 2 people.
Oh, okay. Well, in my county, I think it's 2 people, but yeah, okay. Fulton, I guess, is bigger.
But also, Zane has this is basically a crapshoot to win, right? Because there's 3 people running for, is it one? It's 1 spot, right?
Yeah.
No, it's 2 spots.
It's 3 people for 2. It's 3 people for 2 spots, and it's completely what is it? Nonpartisan. So there's no party name. So people are just gonna pick a name and go with it.
Yeah, but Zane's a cool name, so maybe they'll just go with that.
Well, he has the anti-incumbency advantage. That's a don't
is
think
that
I
an
can think
advantage?
because nobody's gonna look into this. So for some people, yeah, they go into like
probably.
I'm gonna vote for whoever's not the incumbent.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I always thought the incumbent had an advantage just of like.
No, they definitely do. I'm just saying that he will capture the people who vote in that way.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
The people who normally write in Santa Claus, I want all of them to vote for me.
Fair. Okay, yeah.
And I think this is some portion of the population. Maybe people will vote for 1 incumbent and 1 non-incumbent, in which case I would win walking away.
Yeah. It's like we need change, but not too much.
We need me and 1 familiar face. Like, yeah.
And right. And the fact that I think the other part of running in this position is if you can explain to people what the position actually is, then they'll probably think you're qualified for it. So like, oh, he knows what this job is, and I have no clue what it is, so he's probably the right guy for it.
Well, people never have to think about it because this is the first time in over 10 years that more people are running than there are seats available.
For this position?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's normally just 2 incumbents walk into the position, right?
Yeah.
That sounds like a joke.
Well, yes.
2 incumbents walk in for the position. Yeah.
I mean, his signs literally say Mudlord on them.
Let me get one.
Yeah, can you show a sign?
Yeah. I love that.
So for anybody watching,
his camera tracks him. Yeah.
He's got a gimbal.
Yeah.
Yeah, his camera automatically tracks him.
That's funny. It stays so still. Oh, it's
got
brown.
face tracking.
Nice. Nice.
All right, so it says Zane Placie
Okay,
from
I need to just
Mudlord.
grab hold of the can. All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fulton County Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisor. VotePlacie.com.
Nice.
Yeah.
From Mudlord.
Maybe he should have like a blue background with brown lettering for soil
Yeah,
and
it's
water.
mud.
But
Nope.
yeah, I
No,
get
it's brown for mud.
I get that.
Blue on
We're all
brown
doing
would
mud
not
face.
go-
Mud face.
On the steps of the Capitol.
Oh, I just mudded my pants laughing too hard.
I think we need to get I still think you need to shoot the campaign ad of you like rising out of the Chattahoochee covered in mud.
Yeah,
Well, also
Brad and I
challenge-
are discussing what we're gonna do. We're definitely gonna do something.
You're gonna film.
You need to challenge
zombie-
the other dudes to mud wrestling. Like they're not
Oh, there
going
you
to
go.
accept. So
Yeah.
just challenge
The
them.
winner of the mud wrestling clearly should be named Mudlord. Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll go well.
voting for this position is stupid because no one has any clue what the office is. So a much better way of doing it would be a trial by combat.
I feel like
Yeah.
that could go for any position, honestly, at this point. I'd be more interested in that.
Well, it's
Just
funny
like a
that you
battle
mentioned trial
royale
by
for
combat
president.
because we definitely have some of that coming up later in the show.
Really?
Sort of.
Sort of.
Is
We'll
it
get
the
to it.
robot thing? Okay. Yeah.
We got robots and other stuff.
Oh, all right.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into the drunkard of the week.
Drunkard of the week.
So let me play
The
the drop.
I am not fucking drunk.
19th blue.
Every pretty girl deserves to go to a ball.
This is everything about it's a clam. I love it.
I gotta be honest with you, I feel like I'm a little bit too drunk to stand up.
On Wiedersehen, asshole.
I'm drunk right now.
You don't even live there.
I think of it as the sort of the West collectively.
But do you see why this makes people think that this man who has all this power, he's the world's richest man, he thinks he has a right to influence our politics? It makes people, it's why, we started this conversation saying superlatives. It's why people loathe you. I mean, some people do loathe you.
Yes, some people do.
But
I
do you
don't care.
understand why? Do you think what you're doing
Well,
is helpful for Western democracy?
Maybe some people do loathe me. And that's probably true. I don't care. But the fact that, as you pointed out, 250 million people follow me is that I think a lot more people actually like me than don't. And I think a lot more people hate you and the media more than you realize.
We want to be free to do what we want to do. Yeah. We want to get loaded. Yeah. And we want to have a good time.
What a finishing blow. Do we know what her reaction to that was?
That's what I was curious about, actually.
Her monocle popped out. And she spit out her tea. I don't know. I assume she was British. Although I hadn't heard about Elon like funding any British parties, or I think he did like Advantage for Deutschland or something, didn't he? But she didn't sound German.
He was promoting AFD, but was he also kind of hopping on the Rupert train in the UK?
Yeah,
Well,
so he was a guest speaker that they had last year when they had that Unite the Kingdom rally, and Rupert Lowe, who just started up Restore Britain, which is like a really, right-wing conservative party.
Make Britain great again.
Over there. He was just on Rogan, and he multiple times said how helpful Elon Musk had been, but I don't know the specifics.
Everyone just got a Tesla in the mail.
Yeah, well, I don't know exactly, but yeah, I did listen to the Rupert Lowe because I like Rupert Lowe and what he's trying to do over there.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, Britain is extremely messed up, and you got this like farmer dude who's just like, yeah, I'm Parliament. I don't have to be, but like I'm getting up there.
Oh, is that who that is? I think I vaguely know of this.
Yeah, he's like, so we're just gonna try to take our country back from all the insane shit. So
I've seen like a little bit about that. I know about as much about British Parliament as I do about soccer, which is very little.
Question about Restore Britain. So one of their big things is re-immigration. So is that just deporting
integration or immigration?
Remigration.
Yeah, that's it. Remigration. So is that just deporting people who shouldn't be there, or people even if they have permission getting them out? Like, all right, you can no longer be here.
the UK has given a lot of people like legal immigration status, and it's a lot of people who, shall we say, are not benefiting British society at all and who are living off the taxpayer dime. And so it wouldn't necessarily really even be deportation, because as we've seen in the US, you start like trying to deport people and it can get crazy pretty quickly. But the best way of getting all these people to just go home is turn the benefit spigot off. If they weren't giving them free housing, free food, free medical care, and all this other stuff,
A different set of laws to follow.
yeah, if you didn't let them like have zones where they were able to enforce Sharia law on their own and the British government wasn't doing anything about it, then a lot of these people would probably just go back where they came from voluntarily.
It'd be a lot harder to kick people out of a bar at 2 a.m. if you kept serving drinks, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other aspect of that is like the English Channel and enforcing that, right? Like basically they've had kind of an open border policy if you can get the British soil there, and nobody was stopping the boats floating across. And you know, the French kind of surrendered to it and just kind of let it happen. I mean, they had that giant like migrant camp in
That sounds
Calais.
very French, yeah.
While they just were like, yeah, okay, you can like stay in this area until you know you leave and try to make it over to Britain, but you're here or whatever. Like they had a whole system like that where like, okay, if you're just passing through to go to Britain, then we're not going to stop you. But and I mean. So
But
they were
doesn't
just
that
like
even, like,
the UK started paying France $250 million a year to have them stop doing that, and they haven't stopped.
Yeah, but I don't understand. Like, how would you accept somebody who came through a safe country to get to your country as a refugee? Like, oh, I'm a refugee. I was in so much danger. Also, I was just chilling in France for a while.
Yeah, that's
Those
what's messed up
baguettes are
about
mean,
the,
you know.
the way that refugee status has expanded so greatly, right? Like I think the terms like laid out in the treaties on it were like, you know, you were supposed to go to a country as near as yours as possible and be there, you know, only as long as necessary and things like that. Now it's just turned into like the legal way you just go somewhere and say refugee and then you get welcomed in, and yeah, you'll have a hearing on it in 7 years. And then by that point, everyone will be like, well, you've been here 7 years, so we might as well just let you stay here. And I mean, that's just the way it's kind of evolved into.
I wonder about the remigration too. Are they really, like, let's say they turn off the welfare state completely and fix all those problems. Are they gonna be like, oh man, got to go home to Afghanistan? Or are they gonna be like, well, let's try Denmark now? So,
well, then at least it becomes not the UK's problem, which I'm sure is what Rupert Lowe and Restore Britain are really like worried about. Like if Denmark doesn't want to let them in, then they shouldn't let them in, and if they do, then that's kind of their business.
What if they don't leave, but they also still just aren't leeching money from the state and then have to shift gears into contributing to that society that they live in? I feel like it's still better to cut off the faucet, you know, like even if all 100% don't re-migrate or whatever this term is or whatever, I still feel like just the state level funding of this is like such an artificial thing that's just buoying up something that just doesn't make any sense anyway.
And it's attracting even more people to like continue to
do it. Yeah, of course.
And like, I think a lot of people don't realize just how much of this problem is very recent. Like there's this concept of the Boris wave, which is all of the migrants that have come to Britain while Boris Johnson was prime minister, which was like 4 or 5 years ago.
And people were freaking out that he would be their Trump and he would be too right wing.
And it was like, it was like 5 prime ministers ago, though. It may have been only 4 years, but it's been like 5 prime ministers.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Because I think you had after Boris, you had what's her name for Theresa May for
I know that name.
A couple weeks, and then you had Rishi Sunak, and then you had Keir Starmer, and now you've got
Andy Burnham.
Andy Burnham is
I'm way behind.
Prime Minister.
I think Theresa May is the last name that I knew there. Oh my god.
Yeah, she got beat out by the lettuce.
Though, so.
She got beat out by the lettuce.
No, that's
lettuce?
Liz Truss.
Liz Truss, yeah, that was it. Theresa May was before that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was disappointing because I've listened to Liz Truss on a couple podcasts.
She's the most sane one.
And she is the most sane one and had like the best understanding of the issues. It's just she pushed too hard, too fast on certain things, on trying to cut stuff, and just like the whole deep state in Britain came down on her and just like forced her out before she even had a chance.
Yeah, the lettuce was a psyop too because it got everybody on the side of kicking her out. Like, let's get her out before this lettuce rot.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was a psyop for the lettuce. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, there was like a live stream of a head of lettuce, and they were like, "Let's see what happens first: if the lettuce rots or if Liz Truss gets out as prime minister."
What lasts longer, Liz Truss or a head of lettuce?
And the lettuce lasted longer.
Although she was like in that extremely although she had that extremely short period of time where like she became prime minister, the Queen died, and then she was out.
Oh, the Queen died while she was in. Yeah. That's kind of a tumultuous time.
Like the 40 days she was in, she was.
Oh, that's not super surprising then, actually, given that. That's weird. Weird time. Interesting. Well, I'm glad you guys know about all this, so you can just teach me shit. This is my homeschooling here. I just come here and just learn from you guys. I don't know.
Follow British politics. It's kind of British politics can be kind of British politics can be kind of interesting.
Yeah, they have a monarch, but it sort of neutered and does nothing, and then they also have parliament, which does something, but it's bad.
I would not say that the monarchy does nothing. They don't have a lot of like political power. I would say that if used properly, the monarch is a really powerful symbol of national unity, which is why a lot of people, including me, really respected Elizabeth II and think that Charles is really blowing it by just being the same like deep state lib as everyone else. Whereas Elizabeth II, I think, really had the trust of the whole nation in terms of like their moral leadership.
And while I mean, technically through their system, like the monarch does have absolute power. Every law requires royal assent, which is basically automatic. But like, you know, if you're playing it right, you exercise the soft power in the background, and like, I don't think you should go down this path. And you know, kind of advise them like.
How do you think that would work here if we had like a two-sided kind of a thing of like the more political logistic kind of a thing and the like commander in chief and the whatever, and then like a cultural, you know, sort of force that was like whether, you know, what flavor it took on. I don't know. Is it like the monarch? Is it like, you know, more of a whatever, like a group of people? Is it one person or whatever? But the concepts in general.
Well, a lot of countries that come out of parliamentary traditions but don't have a monarch anymore, what you have is like the prime minister, who's the head of government, and then separately elected, you have the president, who's the head of state. And they take on this kind of more like you supposed to be like uniting a cultural role, like a symbol of the entire country.
Yeah, like I went to, like when I went to Iceland at one point, you know, we were doing like some walking tour of Reykjavik, and the guy doing the tour was like, yeah, the prime minister holds the power in it, and the president's kind of just like a figurehead thing. He's one of my professors at the university. And so like, I mean, you're talking a tiny country there, and
yeah, it's fair.
Not much goes on. So, you know, it's just like, yeah, we just elected this guy to this position for whatever reason.
I think it's interesting.
Here's a question for you. Who is the most widely respected and or liked person in American culture?
American culture?
Like if we had to have a king or queen of America, who should it be?
In politics or just like in culture, like in just in general?
Well, as I said, I think Elizabeth II was much more of a cultural figure.
One.
Who did you say?
Keanu
Reeves.
I think everyone likes him.
I mean, he's very likable. That's fair.
And respected in like a fairly straight on head,
That's
head
like
on straight, and just kind
that's
of
a
like
funny answer, but it's actually not like a wrong answer. That's pretty cool.
You could do worse.
Yeah, he's cool.
If that was a thing, you could probably get Keanu to win that.
Keanu's gonna be our Dalai Lama, like.
But like like you see it in Israel also, right? Who do we always talk about is Netanyahu. He's the prime minister, but there is a president of Israel.
Right. Okay.
I'm sure he sucks too.
He's not great.
Yeah, I imagine.
Actually, you know who I would have said, but aside from being ineligible on the count of him being dead, he's unfortunately was Canadian. Alex Trebek.
Oh yeah.
You would say Alex Trebek. Oh my fucking
him,
god!
I think had he been American and had he still been alive,
had he been and sucking Trivia's dick even when we're not in trivia.
Alex Trebek's awesome.
Zane Placie.
All right.
That's so funny that of all the people, but
maybe Steve Harvey
not
would
even
be
American.
good if we're doing game shows.
Steve Harvey talked a lot of baby oil game at one point. I have my question marks about him.
All right, well, I guess we're still on Keanu. He's like,
it's hard to think of who's not controversial in American culture these days.
Yeah.
And Keanu's about as uncontroversial as I can think of.
I can't speak to behind the scenes, has he been compromised in some way, but he's never shown much of anything that I've seen or whatever.
who
And he
knows?
seems like a cool dude, but
I don't know. If we're giving him a position with no power, who cares?
Right,
It's just got to
yeah.
be somebody that we all like. Yeah, we like that guy.
yeah. If it's just the power of then go Keanu.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys want to get into the fighting stuff?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
If Zane is allowing dead Canadians, I'd throw in Mr. Rogers.
In his time, that'd be right. And as Pittsburgh,
and
that's
somebody thought Keanu, or some quack, I don't know why I said somebody, thinks Keanu was Canadian or is Canadian.
this would be a bad sign if the three people who he came up with
Are all Canadian? They're not even
are all
American.
Canadian.
That's crazy.
now I gotta look
Keanu
this
Reeves
up.
is Canadian.
Yeah, I'll let Nick look it up.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, that's
I
a
thought
bad
his
sign
name
then.
Was like Hawaiian or something, but
Okay,
I don't know.
so we have not found an American that we all like yet.
Yeah, Americans
That
just
would be
aren't very
uncontroversial.
likable. Yeah. Oh, I know. It's Bill Gates.
Nope.
No.
Oh, darn. I thought I had it.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank now. I thought of the one person I think everyone likes, and that's all I got.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Maybe
here's
the-
some
maybe the
robots
chat
fighting.
can
Anyway,
throw
here's
some-
robots.
the
Yeah.
chat could chime in with some concepts on that, but
I'm not good at thinking of things like on the spot. Oh, wow.
This is like BattleBots.
Yeah. This is real steel in real life. Like,
except we skip the part where you're controlling them from the side and just go into the part where they just fight each other.
Yeah.
it would be fun actually to see like a nerd level UFC thing where the best programmed robots win. Like where like you program their AI, to fight. So it's like a battle of the nerd,
Well, those robots are fighting autonomously.
But are they separately programmed? Like, are they running all on the same?
I would
software
assume
or-
they're probably separate. I
You can
didn't
tweak them.
dig too
Okay,
deep
yeah,
on
I know
it, but-
nothing about this.
Well, I
would
mean,
assume you
one
can-
of them's doing roundhouse kicks and the other isn't. So,
Which the
One's
fact that it's
spamming the one button here, like
yeah.
the fact that a robot is standing and landing like roundhouse kicks like that is just wild.
The roundhouse kick that got me. It's the Chuck Norris of robots right now. That is crazy. But it really, once it finds a thing, that's why I said it's like spamming that one move, like where it kept doing roundhouse kicks like a lot, like.
I mean, if it works.
But it didn't work.
No, it did. It kicked the other one's head off.
Well, in real, it'll work on a robot, but like it shouldn't. Like if you just do one move in real life over and over, never mind, whatever.
Right, but if it's doing that move and it's a powerful move and it avoids taking damage, then it's winning that fight, right? I mean, that's kind of the
Fair enough.
Well, in real life, they're going to give it a gun, probably. So
Yeah.
This is for entertainment.
Yeah.
Wow,
This is what we
you're
get.
your fighting style is so one-dimensional, shooting that gun over and over again.
Yeah.
You're never
All
gonna
you
win
use
doing
is this 50 cal over and over to great effect. Like boring. Yeah.
All right, and here's some humans fighting.
Oh my God. Bleepity bleep. I'll be trying to keep it G. I think we're allowed to curse on
We
here,
are,
boys.
but
yeah, I'm trying to keep it straight.
Ooh.
Dang. Whoa!
That
Did you
hook.
see that hook? He
Beautiful.
pulled him in. That was so cool.
That's the one disadvantage with the halberd is you don't have that hook to do that.
Right.
But that
Good block from John there. He's
those
picking up the
shots.
But you think you know where they're going with that act. Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
So this is what Zane needs to do for his Mudlord run, right? Of just
yeah.
a trial by combat, election by combat. And when did
Yeah.
LARPing become like a sport in an octagon?
Apparently.
Like
I
I,
mean,
I see them at the
yeah.
park sometimes, LARPing, or some people I think might actually be doing fencing, but I've seen LARPing up at the park.
Guys, you know what time it is?
Start being sponsored by Dude Wipes.
You know what time it is?
What?
9/11.
Nice.
No, I see
That's
9/12.
9/12. Yeah.
Well,
You're a
Yeah,
little
when
late
I
now.
looked, it was 9/11. It
Yeah,
changed as I said it. That's my luck.
LARPing, they would like take golf clubs, take the head off of them, and put a pool noodle on it, and then wrap the pool noodle in packing tape to make basically like a soft sword that you can hit people with. This, I feel like you could potentially
like it would do
die if your
damage.
armor doesn't work. Yeah.
Well, but those are definitely blunted, and like it doesn't look like there's super heavy ends to it, and it's not like you see
Still
someone
don't
with
wanna
like
be hit.
you don't want to be hit, but I don't think it's breaking through plate.
They're also
and like
in armor that I don't think they're doing anything that's going to pierce armor. Like,
and yeah, you're not seeing like a war hammer that's just gonna crush plate.
yeah. It's
That'd be
not
cool,
Robert
though.
Baratheon
It'd
out
be
there
cool.
with some hammer. Like
There does seem to be a lot of these sports popping up. Like I saw in Rumble, there was the enhanced games where I guess it was people on steroids doing sports.
Yeah, I see
And
something
then-
on that.
You know, I don't think that this medieval combat is exactly new, but maybe the doing it in an octagon and streaming it is new.
I mean, we're kind of like it's kind of a reject modernity of like the UFC and embracing tradition of the joust.
Yeah, that's what
Actual
we need.
jousting would be cool.
Are we gonna?
But we need to
embrace-
get rid of medieval times and replace it with people actually jousting.
Yeah, let's bring back
Honestly-
serfdom while we're at it. You know,
Well, we're quite on our way to that.
I know that's
We're on the
whole
road.
We're definitely on the road.
Yeah,
I would watch MMA if they would just wear Dragon Ball Z costumes. Like I don't watch it, but if one of them was dressed like Goku and one was dressed like Piccolo, I would watch it all day.
that's actually. I think there's more people that would agree with that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I like this take.
All right, let's look back at chat for a second. So some quack says Dolly Parton. So that might be a good one too.
Okay.
That could work.
I can see
Ringgold
Yeah.
is all about Dolly Parton. We have Dolly Days up here in the spring where it just there's murals of Dolly Parton all downtown and they go crazy and they have like a whole thing where they close off the road. So
You know,
I
it
know
used
too
to be
much
called
about Dolly Parton now. Like
it used to be called 1890s Days in Ringgold.
really?
I don't know. They just loved that decade for some reason.
The gay
1890s?
90s. I'm not even
Yeah.
joking. They were called the gay 90s.
So maybe that's why they changed it. And they're like, nope, we're not doing that. We're doing Dolly Days. We need tig old biddies. That's what we need. We need to get rid of this gay stuff. Like,
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
I think Dolly does a lot in Tennessee. Like she has, you know,
Well,
if there's
she's
a
got her whole
disaster,
park there, like
she pours money into, you know, relief. And then, yeah, the park, I'm sure
right.
gives people lots of jobs.
Yeah.
And she has the reading program where she gives kids books for free. So
And a truck stop now.
I'm sorry?
And a truck stop.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, huh.
and she's got good music.
Okay.
So Cheddar Cheese says Grok gave him the list. Dolly Parton, so yes. Tom Hanks, gotta go,
no.
I
Oprah
had-
Winfrey,
yeah.
no.
No,
No.
not at all.
Taylor Swift,
Oh my god.
Absolutely not.
No.
half the country yes, half the country no, and increasingly more no's. And Morgan Freeman, maybe.
I feel
maybe
like
on
Morgan Freeman I can get down with, and
Yeah,
Dolly Parton.
we might be able to go with
That's a
Morgan Freeman.
sandwich that gets increasingly bad in the middle, though.
Yeah,
That's like
the Dolly Parton and then Vice President Morgan Freeman.
Really balancing the ticket.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, Tom Hanks is one that I'm like, I don't know. Anytime an actor gets that big, I just have weirdness.
There's been some sketchy rumors that have popped up and things.
And
like
I don't
that,
know
too.
enough to like really like, but I'm just
Neither
like,
do I.
I just question mark. I don't know, but I know he's,
And Taylor
he is-
Swift is extremely like an extreme binary where like
It's polar.
half the
yeah.
country would be extremely like
Of
yes,
course.
absolutely, and the other half is like, oh god.
Yeah,
damn.
half the country would be just wet, and the other half of the country would be throwing up in their mouths. Like, yeah, that's not the definition that we're going for if it's polarizing. Like, because
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about Taylor Swift. I don't know anything about her personally, but her music I hate. Like, so it's just I don't know.
Honestly, she has some really good music. I think you should.
Well, that's good music is just subjective, and I am not.
Here's an idea: Michael Jordan.
I'd be okay with that.
That could work.
Yeah,
Better
I don't know
than
anything
Taylor
about him.
Swift.
Yeah, I mean, like if Taylor Swift was on the ticket, I think Michael Jordan would balance that out. We'd be like, I guess we'll take Taylor Swift. We get Michael Jordan.
I'm not voting for any ticket with Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it.
All right.
As far as
I mean,
that's
that's how.
yeah, Michael Jordan would be about as probably uncontroversial as you could get on that, I would think.
Who would be Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
What if he had the Hitler mustache at the time?
Hitler mustache, just wearing Hanes underwear? Yeah, it could work.
All right, let me see if there's any more fighting videos. Nope. So it is that time for me to find the thing and click it. Where the frick is it? Oh, here we go. All right.
Wait.
I mean,
what?
Did you?
All
right, you want to do it?
Trivia?
I can save mine for next week if there's a. I mean, this could be a rare opportunity for me to actually play if we want to.
Yeah, just save yours because
Zach, did you look at the answers, Zach?
I haven't looked at anything. No.
So,
but
Zane
the
host
thing is, this one is this day in history. So this is only good
Zach,
today.
you can play.
I don't need to play. I mean, I know you don't want to play Zane. That's what's happening. But
I don't care. I
think
lose
this
every
one-
week, no matter what. It
Jake's
doesn't
is only good today. If Zane is yours evergreen, like you could use it next week.
I could definitely use it next week.
All right, I think let's just continue like this then.
All right, Zane's gonna win.
Maybe he might not know anything about Watergate and art history. I mean,
He probably knows more about.
never
art
mind. He
history than
knows
we
a
think.
lot about both of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me bring up the answers. All right, so it is trivia. The topics are this day in history, Watergate, art history, and for this day, just a reminder, today is July 23rd.
And
so, yeah, I mean that would be crazy if it
What
had
if it
to
was
be a Thursday,
Thursday
right?
again on some of these?
It's too deep.
Have we
So-
ever thought of that?
3 rounds, 8 questions on the first round, 1 point each. Second round, we'll do 6 questions, 2 points each. Third round is where the big points come in. You can, potentially pass Zane if he just happens to be really bad at art history. 4 questions, 3 points each. You guys know the deal. If you have a whiteboard, piece of paper, write it down, hold it up. And the first person to answer in the audience gets to answer for the whole audience. Don't blurt anything out. And the winner is no longer a loser. So round one.
First, obviously not joke answer, or first not obvious joke answer.
Feel free to
We like
joke.
Yeah, because we want to encourage the jokes in the chat.
Yeah. And, even outside of the chat, Throw a joke answer in, and then your real answer. I don't care. I'm not Jake. So
you will take points away from
so
Alden.
much more hair than Jake, you know.
Oh yeah, let me bring up the scoreboard. Why do I always forget that?
Do I need to keep track of my points this week?
I'm glad
I
Nick
would go
brought that
ahead
up
and
because
do
that
that,
really
yeah.
is like a Zach theme. Is like the scoreboard. Like we're not just doing this for fun. Although I mean, for me it doesn't matter because I don't know. I've won.
The last round is art history. If someone gets it, it's either you or Zane.
You know, I'm not the best at art history, to be honest. Like there's things that I like that I hone in on at this point, but like the very general sense of art history, I'm not the best.
Alden is completely unique. He draws inspiration from no one.
I mean, it's outsider art if technically, yeah, if that's the definition. But
We should do a segment on outsider music one day.
That would be interesting. Finding people that just like hit sticks on rocks, you know.
I mean, we doubt. It's probably not copyrighted. We can play as much of it as we want.
Oh, I doubt that's any outsider music is copyrighted. It's basically fully art at that point. Yeah.
All right. This day in history, round 1, question 1. On this day in 1952, a military coup by the Free Officers Movement overthrew King Farouk, ending the monarchy in what country? All right. Are we sure Zane didn't write this?
Hang on, my pen's not working. My marker's not working. There's
Technical
the one that
difficulties.
works. I need to throw away the ones that don't work instead of leaving them on the desk.
Can we get a continent?
No. Wait, we have a technical difficulty screen?
Yeah. I guess the music plays over it and we can talk over it too, I think.
Interesting. We've never used that one before. I'm good now, though.
All right. Let's go Zane.
King Farouk, that's Egypt.
Egypt.
That's also what
Egypt.
I said,
Nick.
What, Syria?
It is Egypt.
Hey, oh my god, I got it.
Wow, Alden is tied for first.
Tied with Zane. How long is that going to last?
And the audience.
Oh, and the yeah, of course.
All right. Question 2. On this day in 1914, Austria-Hungary issued a harsh ultimatum to what country, setting in motion the events that led to World War I. Nick.
Serbia?
Alden.
I have no idea. Italy. I don't know.
That would be Serbia. I'm trying to remember that guy's name who did it, but he was Serbian.
The black hand guy.
Oh, Gavrilo Princip.
That's
Apparently
it.
Everyone
That's
knows
it.
this.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Not everyone knows that, I promise you.
All of the 3 other options here knew it, so I.
All right. So, audience has got Serbia, and it is Serbia.
Yeah, everyone here but me knew it, so you know that's everyone.
I mean, you're tied for second. You're not doing too bad. All right. Question 3. On this day in 1885, which former U.S. president and Civil War general died of throat cancer at age 63? It's all that tobacco.
Was he president? Not at the time.
It says former.
Former.
Although former now or former
today or
then?
former
I have
then.
no
That's
idea.
what I'm asking.
There ain't that many presidents that were Civil War generals.
Yeah.
I can tell you that he is not president right now.
He's not president right now, is that you said?
And I can
Fair
also
enough, yeah.
tell you that he was not president during
It's
the
Biden. Oh my god, no, it's Biden.
All right. Do you have a guess, Alden?
Grant?
All right. Grant. Zane.
Ulysses S. Grant.
Grant. Boom.
I didn't want to write all that.
Everyone
Neither
gets a
did I.
point, which means
Plus,
nobody
also
gets
by
a
the
point.
which by the rules of trivia, Alden, it doesn't serve you to write the full name.
Yeah,
because
the
I've gotten
last
screwed
name.
over by
Yeah,
that
I
before.
learned that long ago through some mishaps here.
You should have just said S.
I like U.S. Grant. I should have done that.
All right. Question 4. On this day in 1967, One of America's deadliest race riots began in which major city following a police raid on an after-hours club? I almost thought it said one of America's deadliest races.
Yeah.
Koreans, you know.
Police raid on an after-hours club.
It's fucking Dominicans, you know.
Is this like a, when you were talking major city, are we talking like top 5 or a top 10?
I mean, probably top 10.
Okay, so it's a little bit goofier than just...
Oh, Nick, are you not a historian of race riots?
I am not.
If it didn't involve the Polish, not interested.
Exactly.
All right. Zane?
I believe this is Detroit.
Okay. Alden?
I don't even know if this is a major city, but I put Birmingham.
Nick?
Zane might be right with Detroit now that I'm thinking about it. I said LA. Because
the
it seems like
audience
things
guesses
always go off on the West Coast.
Chicago. It is Detroit.
Nah. They have good pizza.
Forgot about those.
It is a
Detroit style pizza is my favorite. I like.
Right?
I do like a
pizza
Detroit style.
I feel like it's like the best combination of like, it's like Chicago pizza, but not retarded with the sauce on top or whatever.
Well, the problem with the Chicago style deep dish pizza is that I do not want a half of an entire tomato in my pizza.
I don't like tomatoes on pizza, to be honest. I agree. Like,
yeah,
it's too much
Chicago
sauce.
style pizza is like a casserole.
I enjoy it on occasion, but it's like different than an actual pizza because you can't just pick up a piece and eat it. You have to like...
It's a knife and fork kind of thing. I almost choked to death in Chicago on a piece of pizza, and like just the mozzarella I was like pulling out of my throat, like the hair and the ring was just like it was ridiculous. Anyway, carry on.
All right, question 5. On this day in 1962, the Telstar 1 satellite relayed the first live transatlantic television broadcast. Between which 2 continents did it connect?
I feel like there's a really obvious answer to this question that may or may not be right.
It's
Probably
Antarctica
not.
and the moon.
Yes.
Obviously.
Get all the continent of the moon.
Yeah, clearly. It's
Go
just
on,
beyond the ice wall, guys. It's not even a moon.
Yeah. It's like the same height up as Starlink satellites.
Yeah.
Not very high.
I'm just trying to rage bait Zane.
All right. I don't remember who I went with last time.
I'll go first. Europe and North America.
All right, Nick.
Yeah, because we're talking transatlantic, that means the options are either North and South America and Africa and Europe. So North America and Europe seem to be the obvious choices here.
Zane.
Yeah, had to go with Europe and North America on this one.
Yeah, because it is correct. Nick,
It's not. I almost said Australia and the moon, which is a new interesting one, but
same place. All right. Question 6. On this day in 1829, William August Burt
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Well, he is the guy who patented the typewriter, an early mechanical version.
The typographer.
Typographer, an early mechanical version of what common office machine? Which I wonder if I just said.
You may have. We don't know, but that's.
But is it still? That seems like it's the obvious choice.
I mean, that was what I was gonna say anyway. Yeah.
But it's not a common office machine.
If it was so obvious that it came unconsciously, like as you're reading the word to Zach, like then I feel like we're all gonna write the same.
The issue is like it's not the. It's
Is
not
it
a common
still a
office
common
machine.
office machine, or was it a common office machine?
That's giving the answer away if he tells us that.
Yeah, we can't. It became a common office machine. It's the fidget spinner.
Yeah. All right. Typewriter. Nick.
Yeah.
I'm saying the copy machine because the typewriter is not a common office machine.
It was at one fucking time.
But it ain't anymore.
I was between the typewriter and the copier, but what I wrote down was typewriter.
Typewriter. And audience says the facsimile machine.
Another option I considered.
And it is typewriter.
But we were talking about 1829? You said, right? What was the number that patented the... I feel like a copy machine and a fax machine, that's so far later. Like, typewriter makes more sense at that time.
Yeah, it's just that typewriter is not a common machine anymore. So
no, but like it became whatever. Never mind. It's 18.
Oh, the wording of the question is bad, and Jake should feel bad.
Yeah. Except for I got it, so I don't care.
Okay.
Zach, are you scoring, or are we just?
Yeah, I think I got it mixed up though.
I asked because I got a few right this time.
All right, I think I'm good. All right, question 7. On this day in 1903, the Ford Motor Company sold its first production automobile. What model was it? Okay. Zane.
I was tempted to write something else, but then I think the Model A was actually after the Model T, so I went with Model T.
I was confused on this as well. I also went Model T. Okay.
Yes, I said the T because that was, I believe, the first production automobile.
I thought so too.
Well,
but
you're going to have to take it up with Jake if you're
Oh
right.
my
He said
gosh.
Model A.
I literally was debating between the two. I think Model T was the one that got more popular. That was like shortly after in like 1910 or whatever. But yeah.
Hannah says Model A too.
A makes
let
more
her-
sense in
Who let her in the chat?
alphabetically, but I should have went.
All right. Question 8. On this day in 1995, 2 astronomers independently discovered which comet that would become visible to the naked eye in the following year. You should get this one, Alden, because it has to do with nudity. Naked eye.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute, dude. I'll have to tell you at the end, like where my mind went with that. It's weird.
Well, it does have to deal with a cult, also, right?
Oh my
believe
god.
so.
I don't know.
I believe it does.
Oh man, this is gonna be weird.
So Hannah was sent here as an assassin. She said Jake told me to join to make sure we destroy you guys.
Yeah,
Of course
perfect.
he did.
Yeah.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he would do.
Are we all ready?
All right, yeah, Nick.
I said the Hail Bop.
Hail Bop, Alden.
I'd put Haley's. I don't know what Hail Bop is.
I put a Hail Bop.
Okay, never mind. What the fuck is Hail Bop?
It is Hail Bop.
Oh,
It's the one that the Heaven's Gate guys thought had a UFO behind it, and if they all off themselves the night they saw it, then they would get sucked up onto the spaceship.
Oh Jesus.
Mhm.
I don't know about that one.
The
That's
spaceship
crazy.
behind Hail Bop,
When
right?
you were talking
the
about
one-
the nudity factor, the thing in my mind was because my answer, I was putting Haley's comment, and my girlfriend's name is Haley, so I thought you were like making some weird joke about her being naked, and I was like, what the fuck, like. So that's where my mind went, but
That
it
would
wasn't even
be-
the right answer. So
Super inappropriate and
Yeah, I
like
know.
a weird stretch. Like
yeah, it's not spelled the same, you know. Like, Hail Bop. I'm gonna call Haley Hail Bop now, and think
she'll
of her
love
naked.
that.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
All right, round 2. We're moving to 2 points each.
You want to
And
reveal
it is
scores?
about what I'm afraid I have them wrong, but yeah, sure, let's do it. So I have Nick, you at 4.
That's what I have.
Okay, good. That was the only one I was afraid of. Audience at 6, Zane at 7, and Alden at 4.
I'll take it. I wasn't keeping track, but 4 is better.
I'm
than
pretty sure I
usually
got it
do,
all
so.
right now. I
I've
was a little
counted
bit-
4 right for me, so I
Yeah.
think
Okay.
we're right there.
So Watergate, 2 points each. Round 2, question 1. In what year did the Watergate break-in at the Democratic National Committee headquarters occur? All
Is
right.
this you have to get it or closest gets it?
We can do closest.
Well, I'm getting it, so
Yeah, that's true.
An irrelevant question.
If nobody got it, then it would be closest. But Zane, what do you got? What's the right
Well,
answer?
it was in advance of Nixon's re-election, which means it was 1972.
Okay.
I
Alden.
said 69, but apparently that's not
Yeah,
right.
I said 72 also, so I must get it too.
And audience got it. So Nick, audience, Zane. 1972.
My math
Right.
math on that one.
I'm so mad that trivia is like fucking 900% dates and names. I'm so bad with dates and names.
Yeah, we should just
Not
do
when
like
Zane does
story
it.
trivia.
Zane does.
Like, hey,
Zane
remember
does
that one
haikus and
time?
stuff.
Can we do like vibes trivia where we just like trust me
Yeah.
bro trivia, you know?
What would
Like,
Vibes trivia be? No, I want this. I want Alden to host trivia one night.
That would be actually awesome. And I
We
want
should
to
do
play
that.
when that happens.
We're gonna have to do that as an after show.
We'll
at
do
some point.
vibes trivia.
Vibes trivia.
Yeah.
When
Intuition.
I made trivia, I feel like I had some of the same problems of like nobody knew what I was talking about. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I'm the only one who knew about fairy shrimp. Sorry. But
I like this. That's yeah. I don't think I was there for that. I don't remember fairy shrimp.
all right. Question 2. The Watergate scandal forced which U.S. president to resign from office?
Oh, fuck's sake.
It's definitely
Bernie
Biden.
Sanders. It's just Biden. Yeah. Do we even need to write an answer? Like,
No, everyone just blurt it out. Whatever.
fucking Nixon.
Richard
We already know it
Milhouse.
was Nixon.
Milhouse.
We already had a whole story on him. In this
Yeah, I was
game
gonna
up,
say it was part of the whole
so-
thing tonight. Like,
Yeah.
that was such a gimme. Like,
Dickie
Yeah.
Nixon.
give them a bonus point for Dick.
All right,
Don't
I'll
do
give him a
that.
half point. You'll still be in.
Give me a half
the lead.
bonus point for the middle name then.
Fair enough. Also, Dick
I just went
Milhouse.
no, but fine. No one gets points.
Just like take that question out of the whole trivia. Yeah.
All right. The break-in. Okay, whatever. Next question.
2
The
plus
break-in
4.
Wasn't
targeted
this
the. Yeah, it was. Jake's really phoning it in. He's on vacation, so let's give him a break. But the break-in targeted the headquarters of which political party's national committee? Definitely Libertarian.
Well, they did have a the national office in like the basement of the Watergate at one point because
So
they wanted
did
to
target
be
the
associated with it.
Libertarians. Just
Yeah.
way in the past.
And like the Democrats had real stuff, and like the LNC was like in the basement, tucked away, and like a whole bunch of records got destroyed by
They destroyed like
basement.
vinyls.
By
like
what?
LPs.
By what?
No, records of like business records.
Oh, okay,
Like
yeah.
business records and like affiliation agreements from the initial affiliations and stuff like
I almost
that.
got
just all
sad. I
got-
thought they were.
Wait,
just
so you're
down there
saying
smashing
it was like a
records.
flood?
Yeah, like the basement
that was-
flooded at one point.
That was
I
our
don't know if it was
Watergate.
like, yeah, I don't know if it was a flood like that or just like a pipe burst, but yeah, a whole bunch
Just
of
like a
stuff was
foam
lost.
party that got out of hand.
Yeah, probably.
All right. So this answer was in the question earlier. It says everybody have it too.
Yeah.
Democratic.
Oh, I said the
Democrat.
wrong thing because.
But Zane drew a dinosaur though.
Perfect. Yeah. What's that about?
One of the two old parties.
No, I tried drawing a donkey, but it didn't really turn out.
That's a
It
donkey.
looks like it's a dinosaur.
That's clearly a
does look like a
brontosaurus
brontosaurus.
without
Exactly.
a tail. Yeah.
Well, if it is
exactly.
a dinosaur, then I just drew a portrait of Joe Biden.
Where's the ears? That's one of the and the tail.
Come on, Zane.
There.
Where are the ears?
Fixed it for you.
That's just the tail.
That looks
And
like
that's
a
a hot
turd.
dog sticking out of its ass as a tail.
All right. So everybody gets a points there too.
No, I don't give me the point.
You didn't get points. I wasn't
Nope.
paying. I just assumed
No.
everyone was smart. Sorry.
No.
Dang it.
Assume I'm an idiot.
All right. Question 4. What was the code name of the anonymous informant who provided crucial information to the Washington Post?
Oh, what a great answer. Alden, you should get this one.
Oh, that's very funny.
Yeah, I can give you a hint if you need.
No, I don't need it. That's why I
right.
found the insult in his comment.
Well,
At least I think if this is the code name that I think it is, then I don't need a hint.
All right. Let's go to
I'll
Alden.
start just
Yeah.
in case.
Yeah.
What, is it Deep Throat?
No, you idiot. No, I'm joking.
Oh.
It is.
Oh. I was like, I could have sworn. Like, God damn it. Okay. That got me.
All right.
Yeah. It's what
question
Marilyn
5.
Monroe did the whole time back there. Like, Deep Throat.
You almost did that in like an Italian accent.
Yeah,
Like
what
a Marilyn Monroe
did. I don't know why I did that. Yeah.
I want some gabagool.
Gabagool.
Would love some gabagool.
I have the gobblecock,
All right. Question 5. Which 2 Washington Post journalists led the investigation reporting that exposed the Watergate cover-up?
Oh my gosh.
I know
Guys,
one.
names and dates. Deep Throat.
Yeah, but also like that it just further plays into the whole like deep state op, because one of them was like a CIA guy previously to become like this
I
young
know more
journalist
about
who happened
this.
to break it.
I know about the concept of like Operation Mockingbird and bullshit like that. I don't remember names though. Like,
Well, one of them also broke the shocking story that Russia didn't blow up the Nord Stream pipeline and that it was actually the U.S.
The
or
US.
Ukraine.
Oh my
And
gosh,
I know we were all just
shocker.
blown away by that. But
shocker. Yeah, I was not.
You good, Zane?
I think that hint actually just gave me the other answer.
Okay.
What
cool. That he knows the story I'm talking about.
Oh.
All right. I thought something was literally wrong in your room, like you were being,
Oh no,
assaulted.
I was
You're being
so
insulted.
overcome with emotion by getting another part of the answer.
All right, let's go, Nick.
Woodward and Bernstein.
Let's go, Alden.
I was
just
so
for
close.
fun.
I said Diane Sawyer and Peter Jennings.
Zane.
Now that I see Nick writing Bernstein, I'm pretty sure that's right, but I went Bob Woodward, which I knew, and then for some reason I thought it was Seymour Hersh that broke the North.
It's Seymour.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. I'm
Hirsch
pretty sure I
was.
misled you.
Not that I would have known Bernstein anay, but
Woodward
Yeah,
was
I
in the
feel
news
like
for doing other
There was
stuff.
something about Woodward or Bernstein. I don't remember what during that time.
He was
My
doing
spaghetti
something
brain is
covering some-
connecting them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right.
It
I totally
was.
messed you on that one. Sorry. Some quack got Woodward and Bernstein. So I'll give Zane a point. And then Nick got it. Audience got it. All right. Audience is tied up now.
It wasn't Peter Jennings and Diane Sawyer?
No.
Damn it.
They broke the PP Gate scandal.
PP Gate, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Woodward and Bernstein. Or
Is
Steen.
it Stein or Steen? Yeah.
I think it's Steen.
Yeah.
Bernstein.
Stain. The
Yeah.
Berenstain Bears.
Bears.
Yeah.
All right. Question 6. On what date in 1974 did President Nixon announce his resignation?
What date?
Wait. Okay. I just
Now
wanna
we're not
point
only
out-
going year, we're going day of the goddamn year. This is why
But I
hate
wanna
trivia,
point out
'cause
that
who gives a
this-
shit.
The first one is called This Day in History, and
Now
Jake
it's
usually
this-
does these tie-ins.
Yeah.
So I haven't looked at the answer, but I would guess today, honestly, if it were me.
I was gonna put today just because I don't know another day. It's just I only know
Damn
the
it,
day I'm
Zach,
in.
quit telling them my answer.
I mean, I could be wrong. I have no idea.
I don't either, so that was my whole logic as well.
All right. Well, we'll see if I misled everybody again.
I mean,
Or
like,
not everybody.
to be fair, I was writing that before you said that, so.
All right. Well, let's go with Zane.
I was only gonna do it just
Well,
because
I'm gonna hopefully be right or wrong with everyone together. I said July 23rd.
Same.
Man.
Just because
You
I have
should
no
never
idea.
listen to me.
Well,
August
we're all
9th.
equally wrong, so we get the point, right?
We're all we all
Y'all
got
get the 0
same-
point. Yeah.
But
No,
mine,
not
I was
about the same
thinking,
distance
you
from
know,
it.
I was thinking 11:59 p.m. So you know, maybe
Yeah.
I'm closer.
All this was based off like trying to psychoanalyze Jake and how he writes questions.
Oh, don't do that. There's just
To be
hot
fair,
dog water up there.
we're
like,
only
you know.
3 weeks off from it, so it's not that.
All right. So it's the art history. We got 4 questions, and I think it could be anybody's game. Yeah, definitely anyone's game.
Really?
Including Alden. Yeah, if
Wow.
everyone else just blows it, and you are the art student here, maybe it'll be the history of type fonts or.
That'd be.
Imagine
that'd be
Alden
interesting.
beating Zane at trivia. That would be a first, I think.
Can we get a check of the scores here?
So Nick 14, audience and Zane 16, and Alden 8.
Oh, I'm a ways down there.
Yeah, but you can get 12 points, which would put you at 20 if you get it right. And no one
Yeah,
else.
I gotta get, like,
audience
everything
gets
right.
3 wrong. Audience and Zane get 3 wrong.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
It's
win.
your game.
All right. Question 1 of round 3. In addition to his incredible works of art, which painter also designed stage sets, military fortifications, and even a robotic knight?
Yeah, I'm not gonna win this. I have no fucking idea who that is.
You have any guess, Alden?
No.
Banksy.
No.
Nick.
I said Da Vinci.
Da Vinci. Zane.
Yeah, with this huge list of stuff, you got to think Age of the Polymath. So I went with Leonardo da Vinci.
And then audience has got Leonardo da
Oh, wow.
Vinci. And it is.
A robotic knight. I've never heard about that one.
Nick, audience. Zane.
I thought a more modern artist, if that was the case. I didn't realize that whatever he did would count as that. But
Are you calling Leonardo da Vinci not an artist?
I'm calling him not a modern artist. Like the robotic knight.
Well,
really
that's
threw me.
fair, I guess.
No, he's one of
All
my
right.
favorites. I just didn't realize. I didn't know about this particular project, so it really threw me. We just
Yeah,
watched
well-
the UFC robot fight, so I had that in my mind as a robot. I
Did
thought
he
it was
create the robotic knight or just
don't know.
design it? Because he had sketches of
Find
like
a lot of
helicopters and stuff.
Yeah,
He had a bunch of he had a bunch of stuff he did. So
Yeah,
I can't-
he was sketching all the time. He didn't sleep, but I didn't know about that.
Like I designed a dinosaur with laser eyes. Haven't
Zane
built
just
it.
apparently designed a dinosaur with donkey ass. Like,
I wouldn't say just like drawing a dinosaur with lasers coming out is designing it. You have to actually like
You haven't seen my sketches.
specify. You actually have to like specify it out in order to say you designed it.
So
Mine's
when
an ad.
he painted the Mona Lisa, did he design a woman?
yeah,
Potentially.
he
All right.
designed a piercing stare.
Or was it a painting of himself that he feminized? We don't know.
Anyway, question 2. Which Dutch post-impressionist artist died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound after suffering from a mental health problem his entire life? Or mental health problems. More than one, I would guess. Probably had all of them. All right. I don't know if Alden can even hear us.
I was trying to think. I'll go. It's Van something. I can't remember.
Van Wilder.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and keep thinking while we go to
A
Alden
commercial.
again.
I don't know, dude.
You haven't thought of it?
I'm not good on the spot. I'm not. This is why I suck at trivia, is because like I know it and I can't even think of it right now. Like,
Yeah,
it's fine.
you should just go ahead and give us the answer, though.
Van Buren.
All right, Zane.
All right, well, I don't know if this is cheating or not, because I did pick up on your final hint and actually changed my answer, because I thought that Vincent van Gogh was French instead of Dutch, but then I did change it.
His name is Van Gogh. That is not. That's what I said before he even gave the hint.
So I also think it's interesting to categorize
him as
Van Gogh as post-impressionist because I would consider him to be an impressionist.
I agree.
So like post-impressionist, my original answer was actually Rene Magritte, but that's not what I said.
That's more pointillism, which is post-impressionist. Van Gogh is very much impressionist. I wasn't even thinking of Van Gogh, to be honest. That's not who I was thinking because he is impressionist. Do you know that the term impressionism came as an insult from critics? That's where it started. Was like it was used as a derogatory term to describe the brushstrokes. Like,
take your classifications up with Jake because he's supposed to be an art nerd like you.
No, it's impressionism. It's not post-impressionist. It's just that is what he is. He was one of the founders of impressionism. So whatever. This whole question is bogus.
Well, it's sort of like, you could be in a hardcore band who eventually becomes post-hardcore.
He didn't live to see those days, let me tell you. He didn't even he only sold paintings to his brother, I think, during his lifetime. He didn't even know how much he influenced art with. Sorry?
We hadn't even revealed the answer before we're going off on these tangents.
Oh, Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Vincent Van Gogh. Or some quack says French pronounce it Van Gogh.
Really?
Okay, but we don't surrender like the French, so we're not going to.
And he ate a croissant.
Croissant. Eiffel Tower. All right. Question 3. The surrealist painting, The Persistence of Memory, was created by which artist? Let's see if Alden's memory persists.
Or is this actually even going to be a surrealist era painting?
This is actually a surrealist painting. I can tell you.
We don't know. Is it post-surrealist? Is this futurist? We don't know.
No, I'm telling you, I do know that this question is right.
Oh, okay. I don't, because I don't know.
All right. Nick.
I said Dali.
Same.
Nice. Zane?
Yep. Dali.
All right.
Is this the clock melting one? Because then that would make sense.
Yep. It is Dali. Salvador Dali. Boom.
I still need to go to the Dali museum.
Oh, crap. I've been forgetting to take points.
Whatever. It's not me, so...
I think I've gotten all of them right this round.
Right so far.
Yeah.
All right. Van Gogh is everybody but Alden.
Yeah, I'm not going to win.
And I think it's... There we go. Nope.
Van Gogh was everyone except Alden.
Whatever.
Dali was everyone.
The order is correct. The points may not be correct.
I don't care.
Here we go. Well,
Zane
you don't care because you're going to lose.
Well, actually, no,
I never
Zane was
care
only
because
2
I
points
always
ahead of me. So if I get this,
Alden's
Zane
winning,
doesn't,
actually.
Yay.
Sorry, Alden.
Nah, I don't care.
Which Spanish painter co-founded the Cubist movement along Georges Braque? How do you say that, Zane?
Braque.
Braque.
I have no idea.
Georges Braque. Obama.
They had painters in Spain.
I believe so.
No,
pretty famous.
You're not allowed to paint in Spain. It's against the law.
Mm-hmm. That's why they had that one place had to succeed. The Basque.
I'm gonna go to the Basque region in October.
Nice. You're allowed to paint there.
You're allowed to paint. We'll see about that. I'm gonna pee on a concrete wall in public, and then when someone tries to arrest me, I'm gonna be like, "Actually, I'm painting," and this, according to Zach, is allowed in Spain. So,
yeah. What did you say, Zane?
One of the best verses of any epic rap battle of history is Pablo Picasso rapping his entire name, which is like 20 names.
Oh wow, we gotta look that up. Picasso Rodriguez.
Interesting.
I picked the stereotypical Spanish name because
it is Picasso.
What about the stereotypical Cubist name?
I'm not familiar with Cubism.
I'm pretty sure that means the audience and Zane tied.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that means that I win.
I think audience wins.
Because we were tied at the end of round 2. I just got all 4 of them, but they just missed the last one.
That sounds right too. I'm pretty convinced, honestly.
Let him. He never plays anymore. Let him win. Who cares?
Yeah. Is there even a Zane? Yep, there is.
I can't believe we have a Zane wins because Zane does trivia. He doesn't play trivia. So
it was we made all those back in the before times when Jake always hosted.
Before you got banned from playing.
Yeah.
All right. Picasso.
I had won a few when Jake did it because he did more like he did some like movie trivia and some bullshit like that, and I was like, oh okay, like we had a subject on drugs that I did annoyingly well on, like things like that. When it comes to names and dates and years, I'm like, I'm so bad.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice and rig it for you, and it like made you angry that you were good at it. You're like,
and he tried to. You were like Van something, and Zach was like, "Why don't you go, Alden?"
Oh God! Well, it was honestly
yeah.
The whole thing was like I was actually thinking of a different artist because post impressionist threw me off because that's not what that's not.
It threw me for a second there because I was like, I thought he was impressionist, but
yeah, of course he
I figured I only knew
it,
one. I only know one Dutch painter who offed himself, and so I kind of had to just go with that.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. That whole question though for me is just fucked up because of the post.
File your grievance with the boss.
Here's Picasso's full name: Pablo Diego Jose Francisco de Paula Juan Nepomuceno Maria de los Remedios Cipriano de la Santísima Trinidad Rius y Picasso.
Wow.
That's awful Spanish.
That is why Spain is lacking. That's the problem with Spain's economy is their names are too damn long. So they can't. So they just have to just lay around all day and not do anything. But I would say, yeah, they're all lazy because they'd rather than say that put their actual names out there. Yeah, we're going with it. After saying a name like that, you need a siesta, Alden. Anyway,
I do have like Costa Rican friend who's like he has like 4 names, and it's like, which one do you go by? He's like, none of them have this nickname.
no, I'm Carl now. Like
I would say I'm a little bit surprised that Jake kept the whole Watergate thing so cut and dry instead of getting into like the whole Dr. Mary's Monkeys thing and like all the conspiracy rabbit holes that go
I thought we were going to get
it.
into hookers, but whatever.
Or was Dr. Mary's Monkeys was JFK assassination, but I think it all played together in the end.
Well, let's go through the last thing pretty quickly. It's kind of sad anyway, but here's a story. After losing his son in 2016, a grieving father made a quiet promise to keep paying $12 a month to keep his son's private Minecraft server online. He couldn't bring himself to shut it down because inside that digital world, everything was exactly as his son had left it. Every house, every unfinished project, every path, every block stood untouched, preserving years of creativity, imagination, and memories frozen in time.
That's just sad.
So, yeah. So
it's like
10
when
years.
They keep the bedroom the same, but like the digital bedroom.
Yep.
Why did we have that in here? That's just a real bummer.
That is. I mean, it's cool.
Guys.
Minecraft server, I guess. I've never really played, but
no, I mean, good on him. But god damn it, I'm gonna go drink whiskey and be sad now.
Well, I didn't figure we'd spend much time on that one anyway.
Yeah, we can move on.
Yeah.
Very sad.
All right.
Sorry for that guy's loss.
Yeah, very, very nice though. Keeping it running, I guess, and keeping it preserved.
Yeah. All right, we're wrapping up. So
completely separate note. Did you see that someone like recreated ChatGPT using Redstone in Minecraft?
No.
Wait, what?
Not like one of the frontier models, but a very basic LLM. Someone apparently, because you know how you can like create computers in Minecraft and stuff with Redstone.
No.
Someone.
What's Redstone?
I've no. You're speaking.
It's the Minecraft equivalent of electricity, essentially.
What?
Okay.
I've never played Minecraft.
So basically, they have binary, like on or off things in Minecraft, so they can use that to create a simple computer.
Oh.
Inside a computer.
Really?
Yeah.
So did the LLM become sentient? If the LLM becomes sentient in there, then did we just create like the next level down of universe simulation, or what? Like that's a simulation inside of a game that is controlled. So like that's a whole different level of like simulation inception going on there.
Wow.
Word.
Well, no comments on that. No challenging.
I mean, it's true. Yeah.
On it.
I don't.
No,
I mean, I feel like ours hasn't become sentient. I mean, some people, I guess, say that the ones that keep secret have, but I feel like it'd be hard for the one that they create with stones in Minecraft to become sentient. That'd be a lot of stones. I don't even know anything about Minecraft or if there's actual stones involved.
Yeah. How many stones do you need to get like a full model? Like
69.
You're talking probably a couple million parameters at least, right? That's a lot of stones.
Maybe it was a
turning
fake video. Maybe I've been bamboozled, but I did see it on Instagram.
Everything you see on the internet is real, Zane.
Maybe they just like were able to make an API call with Redstone. Anyway, do we want to go? Okay, let's wrap up. Nick, do you have anything to wrap up on?
Do I have anything to wrap up on? I can't think of anything too important right now to think of. It's been a kind of quiet week after like bashing the Canadians last week for polluting my air.
Yeah. All right, Alden.
The Canadians are like farting in your general direction, or nah?
Perhaps.
I have nothing.
All right, and Zane, we talked about Mudlord stuff.
Go to Placie.com.
And your interview will be out with Brad on the propaganda report when?
I mean,
it's already out.
It's a live show, so it should already be out.
There you go. Go watch that.
All right. Well, let's do the fun videos. Palate cleanse after that bummer of a child dying that Jake had to sneak in.
Yeah, for real.
All right. Here we go. Anger freaking muting.
Instagram's the worst for
why is there two mutes?
I don't know. I have some extension.
And they're linked. They both, when you drug the one up, the other one.
Yeah, I'll use this one from now on because I
that's so dumb.
Anyway, anger management versus stupidity management. Click. Now it's clicking on that freaking bubble. Instagram is not meant to be used on the web.
It's crazy that we have anger management, but we don't have stupidity management. I can't be mad, but you get to be dumb. That's very unfair. Especially because 99% of the time that I get mad is because somebody's doing something stupid. I think it's crazy that we have anger management, but we don't.
Yeah, that's very fair points.
Yeah. I actually like that.
I saw one where somebody said it's not fair that people always try to get introverts out of their bubble, but they never tell extroverts to shut up for a while.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go find a bubble. Yeah.
All right. Next one.
I think they're right. It's more than 90 minutes. It's more than just about. It says this semifinal is more than just 90 minutes. You're right. It's 90 minutes and some extra ones depending on what the ref decides. Because that's kickball. Anyway.
All right. So, okay, the context, it says, tonight the world stops to watch one of the football's greatest rivalries, Argentina versus England. And then I guess this is what you're getting hung up on, but the semifinal is more than about 90 minutes.
Yeah, it's 90 minutes and some extra ones.
Yep. Well, they waste some minutes, so it's 90 good minutes, and then they add more minutes on for the ones.
Yeah, but they don't add enough. They don't add enough extra minutes to cover all the bad minutes. So it's like you get like 80 good minutes, I think.
Well, I feel like a lot of them ended tied. Well, like if they're just like rolling around on the ground, holding their shin, or arguing with the ref, or I don't know, stuff like that.
We could very clearly just stop the clock, but the technology exists. We do it in football all the time.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. This says when the joke goes international and you don't need to speak the same language.
No yellow, red, please, red, yeah.
Why do they sound like minions?
Hey, no, ready. Yeah, ready. Yes. Red card, Argentina.
All right, I think it's a lot more of that. That guy sounds like he was minion maxing. All right. And this one is what?
I thought we would be done with soccer shit. The World Cup happened, right? Like
we're done with it now.
I
think hopefully we're done with it for the next 4 years.
Thank God. I'm tired of it. So tired of it.
Now we have to start gearing up for the 2030 World Cup.
Oh my God.
No, you have to be excited for the Women's World Cup next year.
I'm just gonna go hang myself as a post-impressionist painter.
I don't think you can say that on stream.
Oh, okay.
Just did.
Yeah,
I guess we're not going to make any money off this one now. Darn.
This is why I shouldn't be allowed to do live things on the internet. I don't know.
All right. AI song prank on my Uber rider.
Uber for Albert.
There's a man, just a regular.
Uber for Albert.
Is it going to be about Albert?
Man, just a regular guy. Drinks his coffee black, wakes up at a regular time. His name is a regular Albert. He's got a regular plans. Albert is just a regular, average, everyday man. But everybody's got a secret. Everybody's got a thing. Some men love fast cars. Some men love diamond rings.
What man loves a diamond ring?
No model, no movie star, no queen. There's only one big man who makes him feel green. Albert has a crush on the Jolly Green Giant. The Green Bean Man. He tries to hide it, but he just can't fight it. The Green Bean Man. He wonders what's under those green bean clothes. The Green Bean Man gets a rush down the aisle where the green beans go. The Green Bean Man, the Green Bean Man.
What the fuck?
Albert has a crush on the Green Bean Man.
It was a wholesome prank.
That was good.
Interesting.
All right, last one, and we will get out of here. This looks like potentially a stand-up set. Let's hear it.
What upsets me so much is when I see it like a commercial that's funny, and I'm like, this is for a bank. This is a bank. This is Bank of America. We gotta have jokes.
Yeah,
stop.
It is
Funny.
Yeah,
stop it.
You're right.
Stop it.
Every movie's funny.
Stop it. It makes me so mad. Stop it right now.
Is this bank commercial hilarious?
You're a Fig Newton.
Or a second.
You're a Fig. Just be a Fig Newton.
We're back to Terry Crews. You're a deodorant. Why is this the funniest commercial I've ever seen?
Don't like it.
You know,
the Schindler's
List wasn't funny.
No, that wasn't. But the Schindler's List comment was funny.
I didn't.
Walking out of Schindler's List, like, why is that funny? Like,
oh, hold on. Cheddar Cheese put one in Discord. Let's grab it. And then we will get out of here. Let's see. Copy. Go back in here. Wow. Where the frick did the browser just go? I'm having difficulties tonight, people.
Apparently. Technical difficulties.
Oh, is this more combat?
Robots or
people? Let's see.
Okay.
Share screen. Share.
Unmute.
Oh my goodness. Why is it not showing? Oh, it's not added to the stage. There we go. I just panicked, we're good.
Dude, I don't know how to do what you do.
Yeah, this is what happens when you come in like afternoon of the show and find out you're going to be hosting.
Nah, I'd probably be this bad with preparation too.
I barely know what the internet is, so I'm never gonna fault you for whatever you're hosting.
So full armor, real weapons, and zero holding back. This is what medieval MMA actually looks like in this very century. Knights absolutely going to war in the arena.
So much happened. Jack, the guy that fought last, he fought with me, and then I could always fight.
Oh, he busted his lip.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's the same one. Oh, some of it is more.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah. On some of the
shots. Yes.
Into some crazy grapples.
How do you win?
Oh, knee to the face. Well, there we go.
Whoever loses the most teeth loses.
Yeah.
So much happened.
I do like how the announcers seem to have the easiest job in sports, where they're just like, "Oh, whoa, man,
whoa, they're bleeding.
Oh, he got him.
You got him. You get him in the face." Although that one dude was bleeding from the face, but other people were wearing like football face masks. So
yeah,
which is probably the smart move, but
yeah,
also a lot harder if you
right.
drop to the ground and you're wailing on someone. If you have to get through a face mask to try to win it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it from us this time. Thanks to everybody for watching and being in the comments and almost winning trivia. See you next time. Bye.